Dear children, a warm welcome to all of you to the moral science class of class 9. So, today we'll be dealing with chapter 10 True Happiness. Okay, so in this chapter, it's a search for the definition of happiness. Every one of us like to be happy always, isn't it? So what is the real meaning of happiness and how can we find it? Can we all always be happy? So all this answers let's try to find through this chapter. Okay, so directly we'll start what go through the chapters. So the chapter name is True Happiness. Okay, chapter 10 True Happiness. There lived a certain rich man. He had inherited much wealth from his ancestors. He owned a few factories and they were all running in great profit. He was also owner of a lot of land which brought forth plentifully. He invested in foreign banks, share markets, and insurance companies. He owned many bungalows, cars, servants, and all kinds of luxury items. He said to himself, Man, you are lucky man. You are a lucky man. You have everything required to make you happy. You have ample goods laid up for many years. Take your ease, eat, drink, and be merry. You have nothing to worry. An angel of God appeared to him and said, Fool, this night your soul is required of you. You will not see another day. And the things you have accumulated, will they make you happy? The man wept bitterly. So, here a story of a rich man is given, isn't it? We may find people around you like this. Some are very rich. They may have inherited much wealth from their ancestors. Okay, they may be highly rich. Okay, they are having everything. So this particular man was also very rich, and he owned many factories. Okay, and they were all in running in great profit, and he had a lot of land. Okay, and he invested in foreign banks. He had shares in market. Okay, and insurance companies, and he had many buildings of his own. He was very leading a luxurious type of life, and he was very proud, and he used to say to himself, Man, you are a very lucky man. Okay, by seeing all the things what he had, he felt proud, and he said to himself that you are a very lucky man. Okay, and you are having everything, not only for your generation, for the next coming generation also, and nothing to worry about. All means nothing to worry. Okay, so that time what happened, an angel of God, okay, appeared and said, you will be dying, okay, soon, and you will not see another day. So what to do with the things what he had? He become what? Sad. Okay, he wept bitterly. So whatever he had couldn't save his life, isn't it? Or it is not able to save his life. Okay, so whatever he had was not giving him complete happiness. He thought for a while, okay, for some time he thought that he is having everything, so he don't have to worry about. But when the question of death came, he become sad. He cannot what do anything with his wealth, and he become sad. Okay, so all of us want to be happy, and we do a lot of things to get happiness. In fact, everything we do is an attempt to attain happiness. Adults believe that well paying jobs can give them happiness. Students think that good marks or grades will make them happy. People generally tend to believe that wealth can give them happiness. Some people even think that high positions in the society will make them happy. Now, what is happiness? In what can we find it? What must we do to be happy? Okay, so we all do everything, isn't it? You are working hard to study, to get some positions in your life, isn't it, to become something. So your parents might have told you have to become this, you have to become that, understood? So you are trying to what make you yourself happy by doing all this, isn't it? So adults, what they think that well paying jobs, if you get a job and if you get settled, okay, you may become happy forever. And students, okay, you think that if good marks are there, okay, and if you get high grades, then that is the ultimate the aim of happiness, or you achieve happiness by that. And some of them, they think that high positions in the society, if you become a good means if you get a good job, or if you get a good position in the society, if you become an MLA, or if you become a police officer of, or likewise in society, if you get a good position, okay, that will make you ultimate happy. Happiness defies definition, but we know that we become happy when we do something well. So, happiness may be described as a satisfaction that comes from doing a good work. However, something that makes me happy may make another sad. It is obvious that happiness does not depend on our possessing wealth or things. Happiness could be understood as a positive state of mind. It's a state of being rather than of having. So, happiness defies means refuse to obey, okay, or you cannot define happiness. Okay, so happiness can be what that you achieve when you do something well, isn't it? Or it can be a satisfaction that comes from doing a good work. And always it cannot be the definition, the thing that you find happiness may not be what good for another one, or that may make another sad. Okay, so you can see that happiness is not depending on our possessing or our possessions. If you possess, or if you have wealth or things, that cannot make you happy, isn't it? And happiness, in some way, it is a it's a positive state of mind, or you can say it's a state of being, rather than if you have something, means if you have something, that cannot make you happy, isn't it? If you get full marks in one exam, okay, can you say that you are happy always? No. What you are having or what you possess may not make you happy. Then instead, what, it's a state of mind, isn't it? It's it's a state of being, means if you are happy, that is your state of being, not because of the things that you possess. Happiness is experienced by everyone at some time or the other, in some way or other. But no one is satisfied with a particular kind of happiness forever. The moment we find happiness in something, we begin to yearn for something more. Earn here means crave, powerful desire, okay, which make you unhappy again in a way. So you look for something else that can rekindle means reactive, okay, your happiness. So we realize that however much we get something, it doesn't satisfy us for long or forever. Quite often it so happens that we lose our peace and happiness as soon as we get something that we work for. Trying to satisfy the desire for worldly pleasures and possessions begets further desire. Begets means brings out. Okay, getting presuppose losing, and it creates new ones. Presuppose means to suppose beforehand. Okay, or it is required as a precondition of possibility. So what is explained in this paragraph is, okay, happiness. Okay, everyone are experiencing, everyone might have experienced happiness in some moments of your life, but are you satisfied with that? Once you experienced happiness when you got a test paper and you got full mark, okay, you may feel very much happy, isn't it? But that happiness is staying with you forever? No. The next moment, the moment we find happiness is in something, then what we will think, will start earning or craving, okay, desiring for something more, which makes you unhappy again in a way. Understood? So you got the test paper and that you got full marks. Next, what will be your the cause of your sadness? The worry for the next exam, isn't it? Likewise, happiness will not stay with you forever. Okay, so if you found happiness in something, the next moment what happens, you will find something means your mind will start desiring for something more, and that make you unhappy again, isn't it? So what will happen, you will start reactivate your happiness, isn't it? So as how much ever we get, it does not satisfy us, and it does not satisfy us forever also, isn't it? Happiness comes and it goes, because you will start searching another one. Okay, the thing what you find happiness, once it reaches to you, you will start finding the other thing. Understand? So trying to satisfy the desire for worldly pleasure and possessions, okay, brings out further desire. Okay, again you will start wanting for something else. Understand? And if you start desiring for something, the thought of, okay, not the thought that you will not get it, that creates more what worries in you. Okay, getting presupposes losing. Okay, and it creates new ones. Likewise, what happiness will not stay what with you for a long. This does not mean that we should not try to satisfy our desires and needs. It would be foolish on our part to think that we should stop buying necessary things or that we must give up enjoying comforts. Everyone needs certain comforts and amenities. Amenities means a desirable as or useful feature, okay, or facility of a building. Okay, so likewise, what we need more comforts. Okay, we need to study well, do some good job, earn sufficient money, buy necessity things, and enjoy reasonable comforts. But comfort is not same as happiness. With money you can buy a comfortable mattress, but not a peaceful sleep. With money you can purchase comfortable items for your house, but not a happy family. The joy and delight of material things does not last. Thus, happiness seems to be something evasive. Understood? So, in this paragraph, what is explained is, we learned that happiness will not stay forever. Okay, once you get the thing what you want, okay, again what will happen, your mind will go after another thing and you will not get satisfied. So that doesn't mean what you should not you should not think of buying things or comforts, isn't it? So you have to think of, or you need to study well, you need to do some good job, earn sufficient money. All that is what a part of life itself, isn't it? But one thing only you have to remember is, always comforts cannot what bring happiness. Okay, like you can buy a mattress, but you cannot buy what peaceful sleep, isn't it? If you got money, you can buy a mattress, very what smooth, very soft mattresses you can buy, but you cannot bring sleep, isn't it? You cannot what buy sleep. And likewise, okay, you can purchase comfortable items for your house, okay, very beautiful you can make it, but you cannot make it a happy family. Understood? So the joy and delight of material things does not last. So it is said that it is not that you should not dream, you should not work, you should you should work, you should study, you should hope for good things, you should have desire for that. You can buy also, but the thing is, these things cannot bring you happiness. Okay, you can bring comfort, but you cannot bring happiness. Okay, you cannot buy happiness. Where can we find happiness? In fact, happiness lies within us and not in anything outside us. It's a kind of peace that dwells in our mind. It is the divine love, okay, that satisfies our heart. It is a bliss that our soul experiences. Happiness comes from being good and from doing good work. It results from a good conscience. Bad deeds, words, and thoughts take away our internal peace and happiness. Everything that is good causes happiness. So, where you can find happiness if your work or your comfort is not bringing happiness to you, then what is happening and where you can find happiness? Happiness is nowhere else. It is actually lying inside ourselves. Okay, you don't have to search it outside by by buying things. Okay, or doing lot of things. You cannot get peace or you cannot get happiness. Actually, it is dwelling in our mind itself. Okay, it is actually the satisfaction that our heart experience. Understood? Or it is the joy that our soul experience. Understood? So what satisfaction and joy our soul experience, or from inner side what we experience, is what? Happiness. Okay, and it is not going to come from outside by buying something. Okay, or what buying comfort or buying things, it will not come. Understood? It comes from being good. So how you can be good or how you can be happy always? By being good. You be good. Okay, and from doing good work. When you do good work and when you be good, you will be always happy. Okay, so what are the things that are against this? It can be other negative emotions. How you will become sad? Because when you feel that others are having more than you, isn't it, marks, when you compare things, understood, you will become what? Sad, isn't it? You may become jealous, isn't it? You may become sad then. Understood? So if you are good, you will be always happy. So when you find a happy person, what you have to understand, that person is good, isn't it? He is not bothered about others. Okay, bothered about means he is doing things good for others. He is not worried about others' progress or what they are having. They are not going to compare. Understood? They are not comparing, and that's what he is good or happy. Understood? So to be good, what we have to do? We have to be good. Okay, we have to be good and we have to do good work. Understood? So we will become happiness. Understood? Means we will become happy. It results from a good conscience. Bad deeds, words and thoughts take away our internal peace and happiness, isn't it? When we think of bad things, okay, to harm others, or when we feel jealous of others, okay, when we feel superior, means when we feel that we are superior, or when we feel that we are inferior than others, to others, okay, inferior or superior to others, then we feel what? We won't feel happiness. Understood? Otherwise, if we are good, we feel happiness. If happiness is within us, why is it that it evades us most of the time? Evades means escape. Okay, the answer is simple. It is because we are always so busy in this with the material world that we find little time to look inward. Again, we would be so engrossed in our own external self that we are least bothered about others around us. Engrossed means preoccupied. Okay? Then, our inner happiness is the result of the happiness that we help others attain. Happiness is like a butterfly that keeps evading us when we chase it. Okay? But comes and rests on us when we turn our attention to other things. Okay, so I told you the happiness is dwelling inside us, and when we are good we are happy when we do good work. So if it is inside us, why we are not able to find it out always? Because we are so busy that we are not having time to see or look into ourselves, isn't it? We are having lot of what we are busy with the external things, and we are not bothered about us. Our inner happiness is the result of the happiness that we help others attain. Can we be like this? Can we what help others to attain and find happiness in that? Then we'll be very happy. We can feel the happiness. And happiness is just like a butterfly, isn't it? So when you go after the happiness to make you happy, you once you decide that you have to be happy, and for that you have to get good marks, you have to get a job, you have to buy luxurious cars. Likewise, when you start going after happiness, what will be happening? Once you attain that particular objective in your life, another one already will be in the waiting list, and you will never be happy. It is just like what it is, even though it is inside. If you are going just behind a butterfly, what will happen? You cannot catch it. But once you once you are not having any attention to it, what will happen? The butterfly itself will come and sit in your body, isn't it? Or in your hand. It can even it can come and sit in your hand without what means any work. So if you are going after happiness, to make you happy, if you do something, it will never come. Then what you have to do? You have to leave all that. I'm not saying that you don't have to work hard, you don't have to aim, understood? But the secret of happiness is that when you chase it, you will not find it, but it come and rest on us when we turn our attention to when we turn our attention to other things. Simply when you leave chasing this happiness, you will find the real happiness. Is it clear? Happiness lies in the way we look at things, situations, and people. Our attempts to see the positive side of things, people, and situations create occasions for achieving happiness for ourselves, and for others. Learning to count our blessings rather than concentrate on our deprivations help us increase our joy of living. We must always remember that happiness lies in giving more than in getting. So deprivations means the absence or too little of something very important. So how we look at things, situations, and people decide whether we have to be happy or not. Understood? So when we see the positive side of peoples and situations, same situation, so different people take up in different ways, isn't it? Some of them, they take the positive side of that, and some of them, what they do, if any teachers calls, for example, some students, what happens to them, they think negatively, and they may lose their attraction to studies. They may hate the subject, isn't it? And some others, what they do, they analyze it, because of what teachers called it. And so, likewise, in different same situation, different people take them differently. So how you look at the situations and people, that decide whether you have to be happy. And then another trick to be happy is what one I told, what the way you have to change the way of looking at people and situations. Okay, and second is what, if you start counting your blessings, how much you have. Okay, when you take the list of that, then what the things that you are not having, what you are not having and what you are having, if you concentrate only on what you are not having. Have you heard a famous one story, a half, okay, a glass was filled with half water, and when it was shown to different people, one of them said that what, the half of the glass is empty, and the other one, what they said, half of the glass is filled. So how you look at the situations and people, and okay, and if you give more importance, or if you are counting the blessings you are having than what you are not having, you can become more happy, isn't it? Then happiness does not come to those who just lie down and wait. It has to be earned. It comes to those who work hard and honestly. Happiness is the reward one gets for living according to good principles and convictions. Okay, so it is what always we cannot achieve. Okay, to become happy, it is also need what, some hard work. Okay, everyone on one fine day cannot be happy. See, we have to practice it. Okay, it has to be earned. Okay, and for this we need hard work and we need honest, and we will get this, okay, when we live according to the good principles and convictions. Okay, we have to train ourselves to become happy. All of a sudden everyone cannot be happy, so by counting the what, the blessings than the deprivations, or by training ourselves to face the situations in a positive way, so slowly only we can become happy always. Okay, the short term happiness I'm not saying. Okay, happiness that remains with us, or the person fully, okay, he should be a happy person only by he can become a happy person only by hard work. Okay, a great deal of happiness results from making others happy. That explain how suffering and sacrifice made for others' sake give us happiness. Prayer and devotion to God gives us satisfaction which nothing else can give. Lasting happiness comes when we enter into eternal bliss in God at the end of life. Okay, so another way of making us happy always is what? By making others happy. Okay, so when we think of ourselves always, okay, that is another reason why we are sad. When we see others and when we work for others, that gives a lot of pleasure. And the sacrifices and suffering that we not do not for ourselves but for others, really it gives happiness. And what Buddha said always, that the reason for sadness is what? The desire is the main cause of what? Sadness. So when we think only of ours and what our need, what will happen? It will make us sad. Understood? If we think of others and if we help others or if we sacrifice something for others, that can give a lot of happiness to us. Prayer and devotion, okay, that is another method that we get. Actually, we are all having a part of divine divine power, and when we when we align that with our means with the supreme power, that is happening during the prayer and devotion, isn't it? So when we do that, that gives us a lot of satisfaction. And lasting happiness comes when we enter into eternal bliss in God at the end of life, according to every religion. This is the what means the happiness can be achieved when we reach to God, isn't it? So at that time only lasting happiness comes. So in our life, to be happy, what all we can do? We can help others, okay? We can see the situations and people, look at the situation and people in a different way, isn't it? And we have to see into ourselves. We have to do meditation and prayer, isn't it? We can sacrifice for others. All this will make us happiness. Not only achieving something in our life that gives happiness, but that is a short-lived happiness, isn't it? That happiness that we achieve through getting some materialistic thing will not be that happiness will not stay with us for a long time. Understood? So true happiness is in being good, not in having goods, isn't it? So be good, then you will be happy. So how we can be good? By helping others, by seeing to ourselves, to look at the situations and persons in different way. In all this way we can be good, and we can have long lasting happiness. Okay, so this is the chapter. So I hope you understood well. So thank you very much, children.